Hi guys, welcome back. Arsenal are into the fifth round of the FA Cup after beating Wigan Athletic 4-0. Thanks to goals from Madueke, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and an own goal from Hunt. I think the game was really brilliant. However, from a tactical point of view, I think we performed really well in the first half than we did in the second half. And I have to say that the way Wigan Athletic set up in the first half exposed them, and Arsenal exploited all the spaces they left behind their defensive line. They have a high defensive line in the first half, which I think the likes of Gabriel Jesus was intelligent enough to know that there are a lot of space to play, and he got two brilliant assists. I'll still talk about him in the later part of the video. And as well, Saka played from the midfield and attacking midfield. He played as an attacking midfield player, which is something new from him. I don't think I've seen Bukayo Saka played as an attacking midfielder before, like in the center of the midfield. Wingers are also considered an attacking midfielder, but playing in the center of the midfield, in the attacking midfield, like supporting the striker, I haven't seen him play that kind of role before. But today, at least he played well, and I think he smashed it, right? Well, however, he was replaced in the second half at halftime, and I think the manager was trying to manage his minutes as well, because at least we still have a lot of competitions and a lot of games to play. Subsequently, I believe that we created numerous chances from the first half, which was limited in the second half. I wasn't happy with how the second half ended, because we don't seem to play with that much fluidity that we played in the first half, in the second. But all in all, I believe the way Wigan Athletic also set up really limited the amount of chances we created in the second half. When the second half began, Wigan Athletic stayed really compact, and they went into 4-5-1 defensive shape when they lost the ball, which is something that gave us not so much problem to find the spaces in between their lines. And I believe that these are just moments to experiment solutions to this kind of situations when team go on low block. And I believe that the manager should have experimented his ideas, because I do not see that idea. Although we created some chances in the second half, but not as much as we created in the first half. But the clear-cut chances that we created in the first half were not replicated in the second half, which I think was due to how Wigan Athletic set up. But from my own point of view, I believe there are a lot of ways to do that. I am not a football manager, but the manager, I know that he will have been thinking about different scenarios or different solutions to counter this kind of problems. But this is a game to experiment that idea, right? But from my own point of view, I don't think he did that. But all in all, I'm very happy that we got the winning, and we are now in the fifth round of the FA Cup. Now, moving on to Gabriel Jesus and the individual performances, I believe there are some questions that have been asked about Gabriel Jesus this season, most especially with inconsistency in his performance. But from my own point of view, I think he still have time to improve. And the reason why I said that is players, when they are not yet settled, they tend to struggle, right? Most especially when they are not getting as much game as possible that they want. But personally, for me, I believe that Gabriel Jesus is someone who doesn't like to be limited, right? And the way the chances he created today is just an example of his brilliance. Do you understand? Is an example of his brilliance on how, and his reading capability. So personally, for me, I don't have a problem with him, right? But I just want to appeal to some people who believe that he's not he has not been good enough. I know he has not been good enough, but I believe that if he played in a role that will make him flourish, he will. And an example of that is the game we played against Wigan today. The role he played today allowed him to flourish, and the chances he created, he had some couple of shots which some were blocked, and I believe that he is a player that is intelligent, right? He's skillful, and his game reading ability is excellent as well. So I just believe that he needs some time to settle in. He needs some time to settle in, and he needs to be placed in a situation where he's more comfortable. Right? I know the Premier League cannot give you that comfort that you want, but at the same time, if he's being given a free role, I believe he will perform better. That is my own humble opinion about this game. So, can drop it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. If you're just coming across this video for the first time, please do like, and subscribe. And if you're already here, please kindly smash that button and drop it in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in an episode. And bye for now.